Down here in the corner is my son Camden. He's 2 years old, and I promise he's not going on the trip because Mommy really needs a break. But today, as you can see, we are going to be doing a Plan With Me video. I'm going to be talking about some tips and tricks on pre-departure planning, what to do to plan for your excursions, some school supply tips while you're abroad, because keep in mind you are still going to school, so you're going to need those necessary school supply things that might bulk up your suitcase. So let's get those smaller so you're not getting any extra pounds. Do you have anything to say, Camden?
Hi. Oh, Jimmy, bye.
Alright guys, let's get started. Before I start this video, I just wanted to go over a few disclaimers. One, I am not getting sponsored to do any of these videos. I'm doing them on my own. They are also part of a project collaborated with the Gilman Scholarship. They were my final project. So I don't have any professional lighting, professional cameras, professional anything. Just using what I have. So some things might be perfect and some things might not. So let's get into the video. What I have here in front of me is everything I'm going to be bringing in terms of planning for my trip. Also keep in mind I am studying abroad, so I will be taking classes. So I do have to take a couple school supply things, which I don't want to bulk up in my suitcase. So I put them all in this binder with my travel documents. I'll go into further detail with that one in just a minute. I have my 2 syllabuses, which are really important for both of my classes. My iPad, a notebook, and a planner. Now I do have 2 other notebooks for each class because I am taking 2 classes, but they are already packed in my suitcase and I personally did not feel like getting them out because they're empty and they're just notebooks. The first thing I'm going to touch on is my planner. The reason why I have a planner is because I am taking 2 classes and I do not want to carry 2 syllabuses around all day, so I have everything condensed in one planner. Now, you really don't necessarily need a big planner like I have here. I just got a big one because I really like putting pictures and stickers and make it a little bit more memorable, kind of like a journal. If you do not want to have a planner or something to carry around, you can always put things on your phone. However, disclaimer, I would recommend not doing that because your phone could die, or it could stop working, or you could lose all that information, or you could be taking up data depending on what type of phone that you have. So it's very nice to have everything written out into either a planner, a set of notebooks, or in a binder somewhere just for backup purposes, so you're not depending on your phone. Tip of the day is do not depend on your phone while you're studying abroad because you don't know what your data plan is going to be like, and you don't want to be racking up charges that you would have to pay for later. I do in my planner I have a really fun looking page. I kind of, like I said, I decorated it before because I want to use it somewhat as a journal, and plus I like stickers, so that's why I did that. You do not have to go into this detail as much as I did. In the pocket here I have extra stickers, just like indicators. I would recommend, if you are going to use stickers, to use like some type of sticker like these, because you make it really cute, and you can make blurbs and put what time you have to be there, or where you have to meet. And in my planner you'll see that I've done that. In the front of the planner are my quick reference contacts. I have not filled this out yet because I'm a little bit behind on my planning. Yes, I know, have had a lot to do. So what I'm going to do is put my important contact information here, like emergency numbers, special emails. Your trip advisor should be sending you emails about phone numbers that you should contact, things that you need to be aware of, how to dial out, how to use the phone in your country, things like that. I do in my planner have tabs of each month. As you can see, this planner goes to next year, so I'll be using it for the school year as well. But if you don't want a big bulky planner like this, you can go to, if you have a Mac computer or a Microsoft, go to your calendar and print out calendar pages. You can print them by month, you can print them by week, and make your own planner inside the binder, the big major binder, and it kind of saves space as well. The only con to doing that is you won't have something to take around with you while you're out unless you want to take that binder with you. I would recommend to have a planner and to have a binder, something that you can leave. You can leave the binder in the dorm and then have the planner out while you're out. I do plan on taking all of my travel instructions and my site locations for my syllabuses and putting them in a separate document, because it's nice to have that while you're out, so you don't have to carry your whole big binder, or you don't have to carry your planner if you don't want to. If you want to opt out of not having a planner and not having a binder, I would recommend maybe doing 2 folders. One folder would be something you take with you in your day bag, and then your second folder would be something you keep in your dorm with extra travel documents and things that you need to keep a hold of while you're studying abroad. I also have a contacts page that continues. And then I have my main calendar spread. As you can see at the top, I put a couple stickers to make it look really pretty. I also have color coded, which makes it very easy to read. You don't have to go to this extent if you don't want to. You can just use blue pen. In the bottom, I have that when I come back, other holidays, other things that I need to be aware of. And now we get into the big stuff. I come in on the 28th, which is a Sunday. My planner is a brand new planner, so it does not start till the 29th. As you can see, on the 29th, I have first day of class, and I haven't put anything there yet because I haven't gotten my schedule. However, I do have a printed out version of my schedule, which I will be updating my planner as soon as I get some time away from my little one, which I love him to death anyways. As you can see, I broke down the 2 classes into 2 categories and then the others category. What the others category is if I want to do separate excursions by myself or with other friends, they're not part of my 2 classes. These are things that I want to do by myself. So it is okay. Now keep in mind, the schedule is never definite, so if you want to write in pencil, you could. If your schedule is very iffy, as you can see, I've done a couple extra scribbles. If this is something that is just for your eyes only, or you're not picky about neatness, then don't worry about it, because you're going to have scribbles, you're going to have scratch outs, but hey, you're going to at least know what you're doing. I am taking 2 classes, English Urban Experience and Literature Empire. Can't really go into much detail because I don't know what the privacy disclosures are, so I'm not going to go into detail. But this is kind of what we're doing. I have what we're doing for the day, what homework is due. I've underlined what homework is due and put a sticker next to it to remind me. I will have in a separate printout document of what homework that I need to be doing and when it's due, so I know, have that ahead of time, and I don't have to look through my planner to try to find it, and I have due dates on the side. If you are in my 2 classes going on my London trip with me, I'm more than happy to give you that printout as well. It's something for you to look at, something very easy to use. I'll have 2 sets of printouts. One will go in my planner, and then the second one will go in my binder, which is my general book of things and important documents. As you can see, I put like times, stickers, really cute. And down here at the bottom, I put in a color that week I have the London Pass, so I know what we're doing that weekend. And then these are the things that I want to do with the London Pass. On the corner here, I put LIT or ENL. This just indicates that these are part of my syllabus requirements, so I'm fulfilling those requirements, and this is just reminding me that I'm doing that, and that I might need to bring my notebook for that class to take a couple notes from my journal so I can reflect in my final essay. I'm going to continue with the same outline, and then here this just indicates that both classes are going on the same excursion, so we don't have to be on site till 2 o'clock, so I'm going to go to Harold's before that. Now, I would also recommend when you're planning to make sure you plan things that are close together, so you're not going to a bunch of different areas in a place that you don't know, because you're not going to know the subway system that well. You're not going to know any types of transportation. If you're going to a country that doesn't speak English, you're going to have a hard time trying to communicate with them. So try to go to places that are in the same area, and that's what I have done here. Like, for example, Harrods is right next to Victoria and Albert Museum, so I can just go to Harold's in the morning and then meet with my class at 2 o'clock for Victoria and Albert Museum. I've done the same thing here. I'll go back to the London Pass weekend, where the Wellington Arch, Kensington Palace, and Apsley House, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, they're all in the same location, so I can hit all of those places and not have to jump back and forth. Try to incorporate your excursions with your travel transportation. Like, for example, here with the London Pass, Disclaimer, please disregard House of Parliament because I have to do that on a Saturday, so I have to move it in my planner and I haven't had time to do so. For example, to get from Westminster Abbey to the Tower of London, you can actually take the River Thames boat cruise, and they have stops. So it stops at Tower of London, so that takes care of transportation. Also, I wanted to see Borough Market. Borough Market is actually a food vendor, so that's where I can get lunch. So definitely incorporate those places as well. If you are going to specific places that cost you money that you have to pay, I would recommend putting the price down in the corner so you know how much you're paying in pounds. If you want, you can do it in dollars too, but sometimes I don't like to see that because it is a little bit more expensive. And so I indicated that here. As we go through the entire planner, it's the same exact layout. I have indicated here that we're going to Stonehenge and Bath one weekend, and that I have a separate trip another weekend. In the back here, just to go back a week, I indicated that we're having our free weekends and that this is stuff I wanted to do. And then I left a day open. The reason why I did that is because, one, I didn't have anything to fill it, and two, if there are things that I did not see before that I still wanted to see, I could see them that day. And there are some things that I am going to add that I did end up wanting to see, even though I went back and forth on it for a while. So as you go through the entire planner, it's the same layout. I have when I'm coming home, and then I have also where my assignments are due. In the back of the planner has a lot of great things to definitely utilize. Like I have new holidays, and then I have a note section here where I can write some notes if I wanted. And that's the planner itself. You can really do different things. I got my planner from Target. It was about $10, and so it's not a lot of money, and plus it'll save you a lot of time, and you don't have to carry both syllabuses around. Now this planner might not fit in my bag, so I might write down somewhere what I'm doing for the day so I have an indication what to do. And that printout that I will have with all the travel instructions will be very useful too, so I don't have to bring this big planner. Alright guys, that's going to be it for my Plan With Me video. I will have a separate video, like I said, on my binder and budget tips as well. That should be going up sometime before we all leave. Countdown begins. We are 2 days away from leaving. I am so excited, and I also can't wait for you guys to follow me too. So definitely subscribe to my channel, like this video if you liked it, comment, share with your friends, and like our Facebook page too. Facebook name is In Your Shoes. Have a great day, guys. Bucket boy! What are you doing? What are you doing, silly man? You silly man. Are you Bucket